initially, I used to just try on clothes in my room or try out my sister's clothes. I tried out a lot of my sister's clothes, a lot of them. And I was always like, oh my gosh, why can't I just get this? Now I'm getting this huge, weird, ugly, colorless piece of shit and I need to get out into the world and act happy. According to Google, coming out of the closet, often shortened to a coming out, is a metaphor for the LGBT people's self-disclosure of their sexual orientation or of their gender identity. The term coming out, can also be used in various non-LGBT applications. Example, atheist. That is exactly what it is. For me, it's if you have an idea and the way your soul is resonating to your mind, to the spirit, and all those three are working together, and there's something that is not happening and it's not cute and you're not happy about of your life, and you feel as though you are containing yourself without even anyone telling you that you must contain yourself, well, you just are so fearful of being whatever it is or just moving and maneuvering on your daily life of who you are, I think that's you in a closet of whatever sense. Welcome back to I Am Siithembs. On today's video, I don't even want to mumble, dabble or fabble. I want to go straight to the video and start with the content because that is exactly what you're here for, isn't it? As you can already see, the title of the video is Coming Out, and that is exactly what the video is going to be all about. Coming out. By the end of this video, I'm hoping that you would have at least learned what coming out is, also what it means and why it is so important. Secondly, what coming out means and why it is so important to everyone actually. To the one that is coming out, to the one that is in the closet, and the one that gets to bear the beautiful duty of having to listen to this courageous human being that is giving a whole of themselves the truth when they give themselves time to set themselves free to you. Remember, coming out is basically freedom. So how you perceive freedom and how I perceive freedom, what it means in my head and what I've always imagined it to be by the person I am, then I will exhibit it. What I'm trying to say, coming out is literally a step for one to kind of relinquish their freedom and to be ready to express themselves the way they've always wanted to, because now they have nothing else to hide, isn't it? Essentially starting, what can I say, not a necessarily new life, but kind of a different chapter, because once you are out, then finally, by the end of this video, I want to have shared my personal experience, my personal story of coming out, what led me to that point, and then what happens next. What happens next, darling? Because after you say the words, they're out there, someone knows, because you've been hiding, bitch, you've been hiding, then what happens? I mean, what happens to you, your family, and also career-wise? How do you bring that two together and be like, it doesn't matter, I am human? I feel like I got a bit too excited for this video and I did not greet the people beautifully the way we do it as per usual. To those who come again and again and again, thank you so much for your beautiful, beautiful support. And to those that are very new to the Rainbow family, hello darling, we definitely have a seat for you. All you need to do is subscribe down below and click that bell button so that you can be notified as soon as I upload. Then another thing, humans, another thing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Can we make it happen? Can we all do this together? Don't keep the content to yourself. Share it with your friends, with your friends, and their families, and everyone that is around you. I mean, why not? Let's get to 1,000 subscribers together, because also, can absolutely no one ask me why I have these gorgeous earrings and I'm wearing a gown? What's happening with my life? Literally, I just don't know what to wear. and I love my earrings. I really do. So it's a matter of darling, take it as it comes. Okay, let's get right into the video now. So of course, to put you in context, it makes absolute sense for me to go right back to what I said I was going to talk about first, which is basically us both getting what this coming out idea means. Let me ask Dr. Google what her opinion about coming out is, because according to Google, coming out of the closet, often shortened to a coming out, is a metaphor for the LGBT people's self-disclosure of their sexual orientation or of their gender identity. The term coming out, can also be used in various non-LGBT applications. Example, atheist. That is exactly what it is. So for me, in my head, when I use my words, I obviously take the self-disclosure and I just constitute it with freedom. Basically for me, it's if you have an idea and the way your soul is resonating to your mind, to the spirit, and all those three are working together, and there's something that is not happening and it's not cute and you're not happy about of your life, and you feel as though you are containing yourself without even anyone telling you that you must contain yourself, or you just are so fearful of being whatever it is, or just moving and maneuvering on your daily life of who you are, I think that's you in a closet of whatever sense. And I mean, even Dr. Google gave an example of atheism. Obviously, I'm part of the queer community, which is a community in the entire world, which is minority, according to statistics. For now, not all of us have came out. And the thing about you not coming out, you give yourself a burden, because it is a burden not to come out, to be honest, in any particular point of view. The sooner you find the courage to come out, just come out, okay? I know some people are just like, before I come out, I have to make sure that I have the budget, I am able to have a place to run to or live alone, just in case the response is very different at home. Obviously, we do come from very different homes, and I would suggest on a reel that you do it when you feel ready and you feel like it makes sense for you to do it. But I won't lie, beyond everyone else in your life, beyond everything in your life, the most important, your mind, your soul, and your heart, the sooner you come out, God. Essentially, the whole coming out story for me, it's you just recognizing that within the person that you are and everything that you are about and everything that you believe is that you need freedom. And when you get this freedom, you will live and experience time, earth, life, the best way possible. I'm trying to think of my life before coming out. It was horrendous. It was regular. It was normal. It was me just trying to, what is this, fit in, not even fitting in, just camouflage and just be a part of everything and just chameleonize, because it was easier in my head, and that was it. But I realized, actually, with time, every single day and every single year that you live, and you have something that you are bordering your expression from, or you bordering what to do beyond of how people know you, I just feel like you're taking so much from yourself. You're taking so much from yourself, and you're going to feel people are scary, you are scary, and people are scared of you, just like you're scared of them. And the most beautiful thing is that once you come out, no one's gonna kill you. No one should. The reason I think coming out is so important for everyone is because I think one gets to have a longer period of time to appreciate life, because the sooner you do it, the more you have time to explore what it is that you coming out of it. I mean, if it's your sexuality, you get to delve very deep into your sexuality fearlessly without having to explain to anyone or everyone, because they know now you're out, girl. So you can just dabble around, do what you need to do, and learn about yourself in every possible degree without being scared. And even your gender, that is just as important, because darling, if you are always hiding, you are taking away from experience of your livelihood, and that is a big fat no. So coming out to me in my head and thinking about the different experiences that I've heard, Whilst I was growing up, it's a bit, I can't say unconventional, because I mean, even Google says gender coming out is also coming out. Everything coming out is coming out. My coming out was not necessary to tell people in my life that I was necessarily gay, or if I was attracted to the same sex. I didn't have a choice there. I literally didn't have a choice. Before I even knew who I was, before I even understood my personality, before I even, like, by the time I knew my name, like when I could write my name, I was already gliding through that page, and I had my moments of darling. So I was flamboyant as a kid. Like, that's all I know, flamboyancy. So it was, yes, you can't just assume every guy that is flamboyant is gay, but I just happened to be one of them. In that sense, wherever I went, I just got the stares, the eyes, because I was the only one in my family, and wherever I mean, you even know, I just got the stare, and I was used to that stare, but that was not the most painful thing that I experienced in my growing up stage, because I was gay and you knew I was gay, so you giving me a stare or giving me your peace of mind and you bullying me about it, I feel like it's silly on your side, because I've already accepted it, and if you're the one that's going to spend energy on me, because I'm not changing anything, because I've come to terms that my sexuality is not something I can just change with an abracadabra, voila, we're heterosexual now because society thinks that's the thing. No, it's abracadabra, darling. This is Siithembs. My type of coming out was, I think it was more gender-based, because sexuality-wise, gay, we get that. Gender-based, I think it was the fact that I was just struggling so much. I was struggling so much to kind of relate to the fabric that was given to boys to express themselves in this being alive thing. Growing up, going anywhere, any shop, anything that was boy, I was just like, yeah, I can do, I don't mind. I can find the fun in it, I can learn the lesson in either it's a game for boys, even if it's clothing for boys, but I just felt like I don't know what or who is in charge of men's clothes in the world. It's just limited. There's a limited edition in terms of the expression, and I just felt like I can't pinpoint necessarily where I fit in there. But again, not to say I feel like I'm a woman. No, I've never felt like a woman. I don't feel how women feel like. I feel exactly like a boy. But in terms of my expression, there's a lot that I can't explain to say to that, because boys' clothes. So for me, it was very difficult to kind of communicate it to, especially to my mom, to be like, Mom, I get this shopping on a yearly basis because I am growing up, and we need to buy another jersey because that one is too small, or another pants because that one is too small. I just feel like I don't like them because I don't get out there and feel proud of how I'm dressed or feel proud of my expression out there. I just feel like the way I'm currently dressed, Mama, it's purely because I feel like I should do it like that. I mean, when I had to go to church, my mom kept on reminding me of how I need to look. Or when you get gifts from your mama, you kind of get... I remember getting restless faces on my shirts. I've gotten like the WWE boys fighting on my shirt. I'm like, the nerve for you to buy me a wrestling shirt. Like, you could have even made it a girl. I'm sure there's rookie girls there. But anyway, soccer shirts. I had soccer boots. I'm like, there's a lot happening that is so wrong and it needs to be addressed because I'm growing older and I feel like this is just not working. It's suffocating and I want to get rid of this kind of lifestyle because it's not for me. And that's basically where I want to come and share my coming out story. Actually begins with me being, I really, obviously it begins when I come to life and breathe and surround myself. But I think where I've decided that right now, I think I'm calling it quits with pretending to go into shops and with my mom and act so grateful because I've been taught to be humble and to be very, thankful for everything that mom does. That is respect, and I am, but I also think there's grounds to this. As much as I'm your child, I'm a person, and if you see me as a person, you'll understand the importance of being happy, and being able to feel like you have liberty to do as you are pleased, not in a bad way, but just because I feel like it, so I will do it. Why not? It all started really with high school. Not really there, but high school with my English teacher specifically, I felt like, okay, I'm ready to do this. I used to just try on clothes in my room or try out my sister's clothes. I tried out a lot of my sister's clothes, a lot of them. And I was always like, oh my gosh, why can't I just get this? Now I'm getting this huge, weird, ugly, colorless piece of shit and I need to get out into the world and act happy. Okay. And the more I tried them, the more I felt like I could do it in other spaces beyond just around my sister. But in that time, I still didn't have any clothes that was of any feminine nature at all. And when I was in grade 10, my English teacher every award ceremony wore the most gorgeous heels that you will ever see. Like they were beautiful, they were high, and they had that platform, that sister boy platform, and I was like, we're coming. Because I had my English teacher for 5 years. So when I was in grade 10, it was my 3rd year with my English teacher, Katie Stoffberg. You do the announcement. She brought this pair of heels, said, Siithembs, I feel like you will love these way more. You're going to appreciate them way more. You're going to utilize them in a better sense than me. And I looked at myself and I thought to myself, are you silly? You look gorgeous every time I see you on these heels, but I will not reject them because I've always dreamt of having them. So after my teacher gave me those, that was literally the beginning. I told myself that I will not again ever apologize because I wore those heels, and that one day changed it all. It changed the game. Because from easily, like, it was a transition. It wasn't a full-on transition of this is how I'm gonna dress. And when I talk about how I'm gonna dress, I mean wearing female clothes according to society. They label them as female clothes, but essentially I was able to just I wore those heels and I used to just prance around school sometimes, at home, in more spaces during dance. I was like, hello guys. And the more I did it in front of more people, the more comfortable I became. And some people were very much skeptical of what was actually happening. And for me, I got that energy. I got that people wanted to know. And I was like, oh, people want to know. People want to know everything. But also, I feel like now I can't now pretend and play these games of just wearing the heel. There's that skirt, there's that pants that is beautiful, there's that dress, there's all of these things, there's those earrings, lashes. I want to still do lashes. There's those lashes, there's makeup, there's hair, there's so many things to develop. Girls, you have such a world to express yourself. And I was like, I'm definitely wanting to be that girl. I definitely want to dabble into that. So I was just like, okay, mom, dress up like this, and we will not explain to why we're doing it. We happy. If explanation is important, we're happy. We're in a good space. This is expression. This is for me body positivity in the same time, because a lot of the clothes that I do like wearing, they kind of expose the shape of my body, and that is also another conversation, an insecurity of its own that I had. my clothes, my body it just couldn't fit in boys' clothes beautifully the way I wanted it to fit in, and I couldn't find anything that would fit nice, and I found myself that I just prefer those things, like that top that shows your gorgeous shoulders, or that pants, or that the one that where you can show your legs and wear your heels. This, like, I was just so fed up of being this person and trying to. It's actually so much easier to be out, and I'm basically out on a gender kind of way, because like I said, sexuality, I've always been gay. I've never even tried explaining that I'm gay. I still don't need to. I walk in and darling, they're like, that one. But I find that in my 20s, I'm saying in my 20s, I just turned 20 like 11 months ago. Yes, 11 months ago. Next month is my birthday. I just found that the more, like, especially this year, I felt way more confident of just getting out there and going anywhere in the shop and just choosing what I feel like I want to wear, and what makes me beautiful, what I feel like makes me beautiful, what I'm proud of, what I feel like I'm confident enough once I wear it, and I can exhibit or exude an energy of a certain story, and you can get right into your head without me having to act it at all. Whereas if I'm wearing boys' clothes, I feel like I still have to walk a certain way, I still have to respond in a certain way. Whereas if I'm wearing exactly the, like, feminine clothes especially, like, there's no way to do it. I'm here. What's your business? Just the love of heels. The love of heels. There's no ways that I would just live a life without heels because I'm a male. And I don't know who I spoke to. It was a long time, sometime this year, when they said, I think it's the saddest thing to live 50 years of your life having to have expressed yourself in one way. I mean, you know, when you like celebrate your 50th and then you realize I've only ever dressed or been a man because I've just conformed successfully as this man that society wanted me to be. And at the same time, I do think as humans we have roles and responsibility according to us, like, sexes and our strength as a man and as a woman, just to share the duties. But at the same time, if you can do it all, why not, you know? Back to the fact that 50 years, I know that if I get to 50 years of life, I can beautifully and happily say that I've worn the boys' clothes and the girls' clothes, and I will wear the boys' clothes again and the girls' clothes whenever, however, because that for me is expression. Because, and also how I'm dressed today is really how I feel. I can rock up with the tracksuit tackies and a gown, and I'm like, hello. And why not? Or be extravagant. Or, I mean, if you look at my Instagram, I think I'm, wait, where's the space? Is it this side? I don't know. Wait, if I'm standing here, what do I see? I feel like I see this side more. I'm gonna show you guys my Instagram, like a progression from the weird kind of expression and bring it down to how I kind of express myself today and how I want to continue being able to confidently do it in that way. I'm still learning so much about myself. I'm still going there. Remember also, if you're getting, I can't do it everywhere. Honestly, I'm not there yet. Imagine getting out of your home and going to a taxi pub. Like, for me, it's just, that's still a lot. It's too much unnecessary attention, and people can just dabble and babble and just be on top of you for no reason. And I just get, my gosh. That's really my story of like everything. And I think in terms of what happens next after you share that, I think it's different for all of us. I won't lie. Again, I've had the most beautiful people in my life. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all are beautiful. I've just had people in my life that has been very supportive of my expression, personal expression. I think also I love seeing different people, so before you even ready to attack me, I'm probably already celebrating you, bitch, for how beautiful you are and how much I love your different hair, or your amazing lips, or your lovely lashes, or your most amazing pants. Girl or boy, whatever it is, I think I'm always just so ready to share so much love to everyone around me, and I think it's just a little bit easier to get it back. And thank you so much. I've just been I get more excited the older I grow up to express myself in, I'm like, I cannot wait one day to design a couture, a line, and show you what's happening in my mind and just wear it and be like, darling. And then career-wise, I think as a young artist, it just makes it easy. There's a lot to share, and even in the world where we are so different and there's so many different people, I think I'm artistically, I think I'm in an advantage, not because I'm straight or gay, but I think because I'm very much about expression. I love expression. Its expression is art, and any artist that does art, they probably value expression through whatever they do artistically. So for me, it's a matter of how do I look at my life and what stories do I have and how do I artistically bring it out there. So in terms of career, I think it's beneficial, and darling, there's so many things that I would love to do when it comes to fashion and expression and the way I look and what I choose. I mean, I style myself. I'm so excited actually for the 21st of December. Just wait for that. It's gonna come. There's something gorgeous. I just want to show you something so beautiful that I found at the shops. It's like a black angel with a cherry on top. That's it for my video. Thank you so much for watching. Please guys, don't forget to even watch the videos that I've uploaded in the past. They're here. Don't also forget to subscribe and do everything that is beautiful. Just keep in touch. So just subscribe. Thank you. Yeah, just protect your energy and stay focused.